Yes, we're here this morning talking with Brenda Martin and Rhonda Fannin about Know How to Go, a program that's available to parents and students in Highland County and some of the surrounding counties. And they're telling us today a little bit about that program so that you'll know a little bit more about it, what's available to you and your kids. We left off with Rhonda, and she can continue.
Okay, thanks, Doug. We were talking about the college access advisors that serve in some of the local high schools, and we've already talked about the Highland County college access advisors, and I wanted to briefly mention those in Adams and Brown County that are currently serving the schools. West Union has Beverly Holstead, and she's the Gear Up college access advisor there. Sir Pell Adkins is the college access advisor at Peebles High School, and then Rachel Wood actually serves at two schools. She's at Eastern High School in Brown County, and then also at North Adams, which is in Adams County. And some of the things that we're going to get into briefly are some of the different essential components that we talk about in the programming. The first one we're going to talk about is aspiration. And with this area, really what we want students to do is to be able to look at career options, various career pathways, and tie those to their interest. So in this area, we try to have students do a lot of assessments. There's some online assessments I know that we conduct. There's one, Job Futures, which is a real quick, maybe 24-question assessment. Our schools also have access to Cooter, and we take the assessment on there, and we just match those career interests to different pathways the students can at least begin to focus on and get more information on, and from there they select their career pathways, and we actually are having our students at the eighth grade level to complete a 10-year plan, and that way they can start to really focus in on what their future pathway is going to look like and be able to add to that, and then edit it and change it as they go throughout school if their interests change at all.
Well, I know at Greenfield we've done the Job Futures, and the kids really enjoy doing that because it shows them, jobs that they might be interested in doing and like. Okay. And also they do Cooter here at Greenfield. Okay. And also you might talk a little bit about the Explore test too. I think it has an interest inventory on it along with the plan maybe.
It does. It does. And what we try to do is every time a student can take an interest inventory, then what it really does is it strengthens the knowledge base that they have, and it makes them feel better about the choices they picked for their career path because they know that that truly is their interest and they're going to be more successful with that. And we're going to talk about the career and plan test. I think that's on a different A, so we'll get that, that in a second.
Okay.
But the other component of aspiration is also any career fairs or college fairs that students can attend. And one thing that is really neat about the technology we have now is there are actual virtual college tours and career fairs that students can participate in. Know How to Go actually has a virtual college tour that students can take. There's also a college fair coming up, I think November 12th and 13th, that students can get online and actually go through a virtual college fair. So
now that website is for Know How to Go?
It's knowhowtogoohio.org.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
There's a national website and then Ohio as well.
And if they can't find that, they could Google it and put Know How to Go and it will come right up.
Yes, and definitely find it very easily. The second area, the essential components we're going to talk about is awareness, and that's where we really just try to have students begin their profile, and anything that they can do with soft skills such as the time management workshops, study skill workshops that you can do would fall under this area. We also have students participate in a reality check that our local Ohio State University staff help with, and I think that's really good because it brings in the reality of basically their job and career and knowing that they can have the kind of lifestyle that they want. So it's a good reality check for them. The third area is achievement, and this is where we talked about the Explore test, which is offered through ACT and this is given to our 8th grade students, and they do have an assessment that goes with that, but there are also benchmarks that are given so the students can not only look at their strengths, but also look at those areas that they may need to strengthen their skills in a little, which means they may want to seek some tutoring services just to bring them up to where they really need to be to pass those tough courses.
Now, how important is it to take the ACT test for a student that's wanting to go to higher education?
Well, most colleges actually require that as part of their admission process.
Okay, so a student should take the ACT test.
Definitely.
And you're saying the Explore test and the Plan test prepare them for that ACT test?
Yes. The Explore test is for 8th graders, and the Plan test is for sophomores. And the scores that they are given and the benchmarks are actually equivalent to what their ACT score would be at that point and level when they reach that point.
And can these scores from the ACT test also help in getting scholarships and grants from schools?
Yes. And most colleges will actually give you a scholarship list and base that against your ACT score. So if you know, an example, if you have a score of 32 or above, you may get a full ride at a certain college.
So it's a benefit to take this test and to try to score as high as you can.
Yes.
Okay.
And any schools that offer ACT tutoring or anything like that, definitely encourage your students to participate in that.
Okay. And the tutoring program through the Know How to Go Club, I know a lot of the students that come down to me and are interested in tutoring, there's online so that you can go to ACT Prep and things where they can go on there and actually take practice tests and see how well they do it, grades it.
You're right.
And it seems to work real well.
Yeah. I know Southern State Community College, through their library, they also have a website that is learnatest.com, and it really helps with brushing up on some of those skills as well, and there's practice tests.
For ACT too?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah. So
now, how would somebody get to that website for the Southern State Library site?
They can just go through Southern State's website and go through the LRC, which is the Learning Resource Center.
Okay.
And same thing, you can just do a search, and those links are provided.
Okay.
So that's a great resource. And we really do like to encourage students to take any of those assessments that they can, because it's just going to give them a baseline for their skills and their strengths. And all the assessments also tie in with their career paths and the careers that they've chosen for the future. So it just gives them just more information.
Okay.
And what some of the other things that also fall under the achievement is any post-secondary or secondary options for students, and that could include the dual enrollment or post-secondary option. Anything like that would also fit.
Okay. Well, we're
area.
starting to run out of time a little bit, so is there anything you'd like to say to wrap this up, to tell everybody about this program? Oh. Okay. I guess we're going to a break, and so we will be back.
Okay.